Are we live? Oh, okay. All right. It's just like, took it a second. Hey guys, it's Anna. So, just making sure we're both on Twitch and YouTube. I forgot to do a little shout out. Baby Alex NW123 followed on Twitch. So, thank you for the follow. There has been a lot of travel news concerning the Reagan crash. Yesterday was completely insane. Personally, we found out my contract is ending at the end of February, so that was complete craziness and unfortunately the whole Reagan crash, is pretty local to us, so it's been a very stressful 24 hours, like I personally don't know anybody that was in the crash, but it's just like it affects the whole community, so quite sad. The last I heard they've recovered a lot of the bodies. I think they're still missing about 12 of the bodies. So I mean, I hope for a full recovery so that the families can have closure. But I won't concentrate too much. There's so many people out there that are talking about what might have caused the the collision. I mean, I think for most people, they think that the helicopter saw the plane that was landing already, but didn't see the plane, obviously the American airline plane that it crashed into. I don't know. I'm not an avian expert, and it sounds like they've recovered the black boxes, so they'll have the report out, and then we'll figure it out. I mean, that airspace is so busy. And I know, like, I've have a lot of avian friends that have kind of said that airport should be shut down. It's just so busy. But I'm not sure. I'm not the expert. I enjoy flying. Does this make me nervous for flying? With hearing this crash and then the Korean crash, and I mean, like, it is. I don't know. I still feel safe flying. We're actually going to be flying in less than 11 days. But it always is a little concern, like I always text my little travel thing is I text my BFF, tell her I love her, and that's been like our travel like tradition before I fly. It makes me feel a little bit safer. It's like my little, you know, good luck charm, but I don't know. Do y'all have anything that you do pre-flight that you kind of, I don't know, you're like, I don't know if it's a good luck charm or what, but that's what I do. Kind of text her I love you and then off we go. So, I've selected a different variety of like travel news to share with you. So, it's all over the place. I'm going to experiment a little bit and, you could tell me if it doesn't work or if it did work, but let's do the train story first because I don't think I've done train news yet. So let's see if this works. I don't know if you'll see it, but that is China unveils their prototype for what could be the world's fastest high-speed train. I think it looks pretty snazzy. I think it looks nice and sleek, and it looks like a gorgeous looking train. I have no plans to travel to China, but the CR450 was unveiled in Beijing on December 29th, and it can reach test speeds as high as 450 kilometers or 281 miles per hour. That's a pretty fast train. So yeah, so it could be quite speedy, and it looks pretty cool. Inside it looks like a gorgeous train. Like trains, I don't know, like train travel can be pretty cool, but it could also be like not so cool. But this train looks gorgeous inside. Like the interior looks really well designed and thought of. It looks comfortable and spacious. I mean, I love the Shinkansen in Japan. Like the Japanese trains are phenomenal. Amtrak in the U.S. is okay. It's not the best. It's not the worst, but it's okay. So yeah, so yeah, that's exciting. Let me just hide that. So I don't know. I just kind of selected a few stories. Kind of, I guess the next interesting story is a man with a crocodile skull in his luggage was arrested in Delhi airport, in New Delhi airport. A Canadian, those Canadians. Canadians are usually pretty cool. But he wasn't named by authorities, but he was on his way to Canada and he had a crocodile, like a baby crocodile skull, so not like a humongous one. But the species was protected by the Wildlife Protection Act, and you just can't just steal crocodile heads and bring them home. So yeah, yeah, just don't do that. Don't take living or wild animals, live or dead, with you. And yeah, especially sometimes customs can bust you up too. I mean, do not do that. It's not worth it. So yeah. Oh, it says it's not his first attempt to bring animals or animal parts. Okay. Sorry, I misread that. I thought that meant that traveler, but no, they're just continuing on the article to saying this is not the first attempt people have done to bring animals. I mean, it's kind of common, and this is also how we get invasive species, in a new country that it doesn't belong, is people either bring them living or dead or they're hitchhiking. I know that there's been like bugs and stuff that would hitchhike in like produce. So yeah. If you fly Spirit, I guess we're gonna get some aviation stories. You can't have your offensive tattoos or your peekaboo clothing. um, I guess Spirit's trying to be a little bit more classier, and they don't want people having their naughty tattoos or naughty bits showing off. And I mean, honestly, like, you know, it's like, why would they, I don't know. I'm freezing on the plane, to be personally, like, like, I always am so cold on a plane. So I don't even know why you would, even like if I'm flying to like somewhere warm, I'm always in a hoodie because those planes are always so cold. But yeah, if you're flying Spirit, just just know you can't be ready for the strip club. But yeah. So, anyways, um, do. I don't know. I'm just kind of having fun today. Just kind of relaxing. Before I have to redo my resume and send it out to more places. But I would like to actually, like, I know this is kind of a segue. I mean, not a segue, but like a different, I am a travel agent. I would like to keep that business and also like just grow it. But I would also like to find like travel industry jobs, like I see like sometimes like, BDMs, what is BDM? Business development managers for like, like sometimes Sandals hires those and like some of these other companies, or just something that might be involved in the travel business that I could like also still be a travel agent and grow. And it's like maybe I'm going to try to look for those kind of jobs. It's just hard because like a lot of the jobs that are out there are like travel agent jobs. I'm like, well, I'm already a travel agent. I just want, you know, a consistent paycheck. Because, the travel agent gig is commission. I still want like that consistent, income every month. But anyways, let us talk about. I haven't even read this article, so I don't know what it's about. Oakland waterfront hotel to close after 35 years in Jack London Square. So yeah, the last day will be actually today, and the Port of Oakland. So I don't even know where this area is. Sorry, I didn't even read this article. I just thought, oh, that's cool. I have no idea where this is. Bay Area. So I'm thinking Cali and Oakland. Sorry, I'm not being very good at my travel names. But yeah, so if you are fond of that hotel, it is now closed. I should have group this with the train news because I mean it's not really train news. This is more of subway train news, but still. MARTA in Atlanta is also unveiling new cars. I've been on a MARTA train system like once or twice, I think around when I was attending Dragon Con. Compared to DC WMATA, I thought Atlanta's train subway was way cleaner and better. But I mean, I haven't used the rail down in Atlanta in a very long time. But they got spiffy new train cars, so that's good. So if you're heading to Dragon Con and what is Labor Day? I think Labor Day is in September this year. You might get to take the new MARTA cars. So that's exciting. So let's see. Let's see, which story should I go next? The Boston. Let's go to Boston for a second. I know I'm hopping around. Usually, like, I've been trying to like categorize my stories, but today it's just a hot mess because that's the state that I'm in right now. I'm a hot mess Sunday today, but that's okay. But Boston Logan International Airport, they arrested a JetBlue passenger for deploying the emergency slide. So, like, what was it this week? I don't know if it's earlier this week or last week. I think it was Delta. Delta had, but it was their staff that accidentally popped open the emergency slide. This time it was a naughty passenger. Apparently, other passengers quickly restrained the individual. Good on them. And they detained them. I mean, I'd be pissed because why would you do that? Like, there's no, like, you just don't pull the button. Just don't pull the button. You know, keep your fingers to yourself unless you're asked to, unless asked to. Just be a good person. Don't be naughty. So I mean, it doesn't say, but usually when that happens, they have to put you on a different plane. So I'd be pissed too because, when you're on the plane, you just want to go. You don't want to wait any longer. Court has blocked airline fee disclosure rule, which I know, like when we took SAS back in 2020, they follow EU rules, so they have like when the plane is this late, you get a voucher for a meal. If it's this late, you get a voucher for a hotel. Like United is like, we are going to make this the most clusterfuck. I'm sorry. I'm still pissed with United. We're just going to make this horrible for you, and we're not going to give you any money, and we're going to make your life living hell. And we're going to lie to you and tell you 8 different reasons why the plane is late and we're not taking off on time. And, oh, well, you're screwed. I'm still a little bitter with United. But I guess this doesn't really help that. I guess the Biden administration wanted upfront disclosure for airline service fees, which I support, saying the Transportation Department had not complied with procedural rules. Well, I guess the court really didn't support this, which is annoying. They sent back the rule to U.S. Department of Transportation to allow the procedural error. So I don't know. I don't know if we're going to have closure with this, but I really don't think that it's still clear because I feel like some of these airlines hide behind these these like, well, this but that, but this doesn't mean that you'll get a refund, but we're going to give you a refund because we're going to be nice to you, but really it's not our fault. And I'm like, you know what? It's like just another way that these some of these airlines can hide, and not be accountable. And I don't really like that, but I don't really like United right now either, so. So I'm probably talking a little bitter at the moment. But Trump he pretty much, what did he like, kick out everybody? And he's now appointed a new FA veteran, Chris Rocheleau, to serve as the agency's acting administrator. I mean, do I think that because he kicked out everybody else last week that this is the reason why the helicopter crashed into the airplane? No, I don't really think that an acting or a fully appointed FAA administrator would have prevented that. I think they just have way too much traffic around Reagan, and that needs to be addressed definitely. But I don't think that having an FAA administrator would have prevented that. But he's in the job. Hopefully, he'll actually do something, and we'll see how he does. I mean, he could be in and out in less than an hour. I don't know. It seems like everybody's in and out the federal government lately. I'll finish with some park news. And it seems like the Disney hotel, the Star Wars hotel, the Star Cruiser, is now going to be converted to Imagineering offices. I mean, I thought they would maybe try to do something else with the building, but I mean, hey, if you need office space for your employees and you got the space because you spent a lot of money on it, I mean, that's perfectly valid usage of the space. I really wish that it would have survived. You know, I felt like it was an expensive endeavor for Disney, and I think, like, me personally, this is like just a side rant. I think they should have made a Star Wars hotel, like maybe have like different wings, like, you know, Empire Wing, Empire Strikes Back wing, or Imperial Wing, and like a Rebel Wing, or like have a wing that represents like one of the movies. I mean, you got plenty of movies. They could have incorporated the new ones and the old ones, and then have the Star Cruiser as like a extra paid experience. You know, that's how I would have done it. But you know, I don't work for Disney. But that would have been pretty cool. And I mean, I might just chit chat a little bit longer, but the last story that I have selected is Hollywood Studios is going to have a theme park after hours event. Did I say Hollywood? Sorry. If I said Hollywood Studios, I meant Universal Studios Hollywood. Sorry. They are going to have a themed after hours event. And it's a fan fest, and it's like 12 nights between April 25th to May 18th. And I do know that one of the things is going to be, oh, here, I'll just read the article. Back to the Future. My friend wants to do it, and I'm actually going to start. I actually need to get like all the numbers for him. But it's also going to be Star Trek, Dungeons and Dragons, One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, Harry Potter, and Super Nintendo. So that is really cool. Like, you know, my friend did show me the article because he does want to go, because he's a huge Back to the Future fan, and they seem to have like a whole set that you can just kind of walk on. So yeah, so I need to get him pricing for that and get his butt booked. Hi, Shep. But yeah, so that actually, I mean, I did see it and it seems pretty cool. I haven't made it out to California in a very long time. I mean, I'm not going to go to this either. But it still looks pretty cool. I really wish they would have it in Orlando, but I know Universal Studios, they're about to prep to do all their craziness with the epic universe and stuff like that. So I bet you they'll probably have something like this soon in the future, or like something kind of along the lines of it. So it'd be pretty cool. I do hope he can go, and I hope that I can book it for him. If you're new here, I am a travel agent with Magical Moments Vacations. So if you ever need a travel agent, hit me up, schedule a consult, and we can get you booked. But yeah, no, I mean, that's all the stories I really have. I wanted to kind of not have such a emotionally heavy episode, just because I'm kind of I'm sad. Yeah, I could say that I'm sad. Yesterday I was mad. I was very upset, you know, because we weren't let go. We're not being let go because of our performance. They're very happy with our performance. We're just being let go because of money and And I don't know if the political landscape also had, something to do with the executive orders, but who knows? But we're gonna get through it. I'm just gonna buckle down and spiff up my resume and start applying to new jobs. But yeah, so I think that's it. I mean, I do, like, we are busy, so I was just taking this kind of time out of my lunch to just kind of chit chat with travel news with you guys. And I probably won't, like, I don't know, I'm still figuring out my streaming schedule and seeing what works. It seems like the mornings seem to work. It's like after I do a bulk of my work, it seems like I have a little lull in my schedule. So I'm not really sure if I'll stream over the weekend. I might just come on just to chit chat with y'all. But yeah, no, I mean, also I have a toddler, so when she's home, it's like chaos just is king. She's in her villain stage of berries and cheese and yogurt is her favorite things, and mommy must give it to her every 5 seconds. And I'm just like, oh my God, I've never bought so many berries in my life, and I hope the garden season will be good this year. But yeah, I'm just kind of chit-chatting with y'all. But anyways, guys, oh, here's another story. Just saw this story. $6 million luxury mountainside hotel planned in Traveler's Rest. Wow, that's a lot of money. No, it's not going to be too... So, the Inn at Altmont. It's a new hotel off Altmont Road. 150 guest rooms available. Average cost $275 a night. That's actually not bad. Especially with that 650... I mean, how was it? 6 million price tag. So, Altmont... I just pulled, like, just a random thing. Huh. So it sounds like... Where is this place? This is why you should actually, like, read before you go live. But, I mean, I just saw this article just now, so... where are you? Inn at Altmont. It looks pretty fun. You'd think that someone would just put the damn state. Like, here's a news article, but we don't tell you what state it is in. What state? Put everything but the state in this article. Like, the whole world. Greenville. Which Greenville? South Carolina? I'm thinking it's South Carolina. Let's see. Paris Mountain near Poinsett. Let's just Google this. South Carolina. I was right. It's like, come on. You're publishing an article. Like put the damn state. Like, put everything, because people like me that just grab articles randomly on Google aren't going to know what state, because I knew it wasn't Virginia, because it definitely didn't look like a Virginia thing. But anyways, guys, I think that's it. I'm putzing around, chit-chatting with y'all. So, happy travels. Let me know what your next travel plans are. I'm waiting for Norway. I'm so excited. I think I just need a mental break from the US. Turn off my news and just enjoy things. So yeah, so I will talk to you guys probably Monday, and take care of yourself and stay safe, and I'll see you guys later.